Hey gang, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name's Amy if we've never met before, and today I have a headache. I have a headache, it's not gone away with painkillers, and I'm not completely in the mood to film, but I haven't got a video for this week, so I need to do some filming, and there are always plant tasks that need to be done, so it's fine, it can work out. I want to spend some time with my plants today and I may as well film. I'm not sure how chatty I'm gonna be. But let's just find out. Let's see what happens with this video. I'm gonna start off with my variegated Miranda. This thing needs some attention. It has been gagging for some attention, to be completely honest. I haven't repotted this thing in, I think this is like 2 years now, and I every time I look at it I'm like, oh, I need to give that some attention. Like, you can really, so this is basically it. I'll give you like a full kind of 360 of what we're working with. Does it look particularly bad? Like, what is this? Basically, it's like every year it does this. The old growth either stops growing or it starts pushing out like smaller leaves. There's an even smaller section somewhere. Like this tiny little leaf is coming out of some old growth, and then it starts pushing out new growth from the bit like the base again. So you can really see all of that new growth, like how beautiful the leaves are looking, like just how dark they are compared to the faded older growth. And I want to repot it, and I'm probably going to remove a large portion of the older growth as well. That's my plan. I really do love this older leaf though. Like, the variegation on that was just stunning. And when it first came out, it had like the red bits. Let me see if I can find. It's a bit funny, like, you see this? Oh, it's really hard to see at the moment. When the variegation goes across the darker patches, it goes really red, but there aren't any really big patches to show you at the moment. But I do really love this plant. It's just looking a bit battered at the moment, so I would like to get this done today. So let's just get started with that, and we'll see how I'm feeling when I've done this. I might do some other tasks that I need to do. Yeah, sorry, this video may end up being short, depending. So I'm going to take it out. As I said, I haven't taken it out of this pot in 2 years. It doesn't look too bad root wise, to be completely honest. There are some coming out of the bottom, but in terms of roots kind of circling the pot, it doesn't look that bad. That came out really nice and easily. Love that. Okay. Oh god. Okay, I think I'm going to remove some of the older growth now, I think. So what I'm aiming to take off is all of this, like this section for definite, kind of just all of the outer bit. Like, oh, I'll be sad to let go of some of this variegated bit, but I think it's going to need to go. So I'm just going to work on that. Let's see where we get to. Because I can propagate like all of this. I just needs to come out first. And this will make it easier so that I can actually get rid of like the dead bits, like the dead bits of growth that are inside, like caterpillars and stuff. Okay. So far I've taken off this section, which look, you can see what I mean about the smaller. So this is like an old leaf compared with the smaller, newer growth. See the difference? And then I've got this section which hasn't started growing again. I think that section probably flowered, and I don't know if they do grow, like once they've flowered, I don't know if they grow again. I could try and propagate it. And then this section, this looks so scraggly, that has started pushing out some smaller leaves. And then this one, it just looks like chaotic, doesn't it? Right, what have we got left? I think I just kind of want to be left with the main healthy bit. I'm going to get rid of all of these bits too. Oh, but I didn't think I'd ever get rid of all of these bits, but they're just not looking amazing. Okay, I've just gone around and pulled off like loads of the brown kind of crispy caterpillars and dead flowers, and I've chopped off another few bits of stem. So this one was a really quite highly variegated strand, and so was this one. And then this one has started putting out, look at those tiny little leaves, like that variegation was so beautiful, but look at the size of the leaves that were coming out of it. It was ridiculous. But I'll try and propagate all of those. I'll just stick them in some water, hope that they root and regrow. They might not. Oh, and I cut these off too. I can't remember doing those. So I'm just left with all of the new growth, but I'm much happier with how healthy that looks. And there is the kind of highly variegated strand did start putting out some new highly variegated bits. They are so pretty. They just don't last very well. But now the question is, I mean, I guess it probably does still need a new pot, doesn't it? It's just whether it's going to look really silly in that pot that I got for it. Oh, I don't know if it will. No, I'm going to go for it. Okay. Oh my goodness. I can't do like a repot without getting just stuck anywhere. Okay, now the problem is, well, it's not a massive problem, but this was potted into an orchid pot before, so it's got the hole in the bottom, and I always find it really frustrating trying to like plug that hole before putting it into a new pot, because obviously this doesn't have the kind of, you know, the cone bit. But let's go. So this is a it's just a substrate mix. It's all soil ninja. I've got some cocoa coir, some worm castings, some perlite and some pumice, some I've got a bit of the semi-hydro substrate in there. I've got some bark, a little bit of leca. I've made it a bit more of a denser mix because obviously Miranda and prayer plants in general like to be a bit more on the damp side, so I've made it a bit more dense. There's a bit more of the cocoa coir and worm castings because I did let this one dry out a lot, so I'm really hoping that this makes it a little bit happier. So I'm just gonna really awkwardly pot far too high up, put some of that in there, and then I think what I'm going to try and do is pack the whole and then put it in the pot, which is ridiculous, but it's kind of what I think is going to work well. Okay, I've packed crack the hole. This table's way too high up. Plop it in there, and then put soil around it. I've got soil in my nose. Oh, I feel like a toddler sat at the big table. Okay. Oh, I think she looks so happy. Look at that. That looks so much nicer. I'm really happy with that. I'm so glad I did that today. Thank you very much for being with me. Right, is there anything else that I want to do? Maybe. I think now that I'm here and I'm repotting, I'll probably do like a couple, but I'm just going to do this one. So if you watched my plant updates and tour video that just went up, you'll have seen the kind of roots that have grown in this begonia since I literally repotted this about a month ago. It was a water prop and it's just blown up with roots, and this vessel is going to be way too small for it. I mean, it's probably way too small for it already, but I've got loads of these water sticks in here which just look really gross. Water sticks? Wet sticks. So what I was thinking is I could repot that into here, which is a massive jump up, but with the rate these roots grow, I'm not worried. With the rate these roots grow, I'm not worried about the jump up, and I'm going to pot some of these in there as well. So let's do that. I'm going to move my pretty Miranda out the way. So let's see if we can get it out fairly easily. It really hasn't been in here that long, but like those roots are, they're on the glass. Wait, huh, look at that. That is, I mean, plants are so cool, aren't they? That's just some insane root growth. I'm really impressed. Okay, so I'm going to put some soil on the bottom of here. Just a bit less. I'm going to put this here. And this begonia is the, I think it's the Begonia Lucerna. I can't remember, but it was in my mum's conservatory. It got, I don't know, cold damage, sun damage. The leaves aren't supposed to be quite this colour, but they currently are. Even though, even then some of the new leaves have come out that kind of colour, which is a bit weird. But I'm hoping for some better growth soon. Like that's a new leaf, and it's the same kind of colour as the ones that were damaged, but then this is a new leaf. And that's really green, and then there's another new leaf here which is the same colour again. So I'm a little bit confused as to what it's doing with its leaves. Oh god. But it was, when I first got it, before I gave it to my mum, it was this really dark grey green kind of leaf colour, and it was just stunning, to be honest. So I'm hoping that comes back at some point. Okay, now I'm going to put in the wet sticks. So some of the wet sticks have grown new growth points, like this one's not got a leaf, but it's got a new growth point there. Oh, this one's got a little leaf. How cute. This one's got a leaf. And then, oh, that one's got a leaf. These have been really successful. I feel like begonias are some of the easiest plants to propagate. They just grow. This one's got a leaf. And then there are some wet sticks down here that haven't grown. Or like, well, they've not grown yet. I don't know if they will, to be honest. They do look a little bit iffy, but that's fine. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 9 is not bad, hey? So I'm gonna get those wet sticks potted into here. Just gonna kind of line them around the edge, I think. And hope that they grow up to be big and strong. I reckon I'm gonna be repotting this again at some point, because with, I mean, let's face it, there's now gonna be 7 plants in this pot. It's not gonna last very long, is it? I'm just gonna fill soil on top. Right, that's what that one's looking like. It looks a little bit silly, but hopefully it will turn into a very beautiful begonia. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna do just one more plant task that's been on my to-do list for a little while, and that is I'm gonna put up my Philodendron lichens water props. I've still got some in the moss prop bin, but I'm not prepared to look in there today. But these water ones have rooted really, really well, so I'm gonna get them into some soil so that they can start getting some nutrients and start looking, hopefully, really, really beautiful. Oh, I'm just going to use the same soil, so it's probably a little bit more dense than I would normally put a philodendron into, but I think it'll be fine. I hope. Oh, look at those roots. Oh, it's dripping all over me. Well, look at that. That's great. Nice. Okay. As always, I will have a link down below in the description for my discount code with Soil Ninja. It gets you 10% off at the moment, and it's a limited use. So there's limited uses each month. And it is an affiliate link, so if you purchase anything through there, then I earn a little commission. So I really, really appreciate it if you do use the link. Thank you so much to those who already have. It really means the world that you would be happy to support my channel in that way. It's at no extra cost to you, but I know some people don't like using those links, so I just really appreciate it when people do. So yeah, if you're in the UK or if you're in Europe and you would like to get yourself some soil, some like ready mixed blends, they actually have a Miranda blend, so that's quite good. Maybe I should have used that for my Miranda, but hopefully this concoction I made it'll be happy with. Yeah, they do soil blends and they do soil components, so you can buy ready-made or mix your own. And there we go, there is that Miranda. Her leaves are a little bit kind of haphazard at the moment, but hopefully she will sort herself out. I might take this one into work. I feel like it would look quite nice on my shelf in work. But there we go. I think I'm gonna stop there. What I will do is I will, oh my goodness, I will put all of these into water and see what happens with them. I don't think they're all gonna grow, to be honest. I reckon some will, but not all of them. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it when you do watch these videos, especially when I'm a bit less chatty and a bit lower energy. Like it means the world that you're still willing to like sit through it and be here with me. So thank you so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.